What's up, y'all? It's T-Tar. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Today we're looking at more of y'all's theories for the Indigo disc, and yes, Extreme is still premiering today at 3 p.m. EST. I'm hyped for it. By the way, if you don't shank like right now, that tree about to disappear. Let's go to y'all's theories. Legends Meloetta. Yo, this is actually a pretty funny idea. It's good. Hey T-Tar, apparently there's some lore that Meloetta lost a pair of red shoes when sorrow darkened the world. Look at where this is going though. Okay, so I've done some research. What this has to do with is, so in Gen 5, when you get the event Meloetta from whatever, to teach it Relic Song, you go to an NPC, right? This is so sad. So it's called a Relic Song because it's this ancient song that Meloetta used to dance to. Then the world grew dark and it lost its red shoes and the song. So this is not from the anime. This is actual lore that's spoken about in game. So if we were to connect Unova's lore, since it's the remake of Gen 9, to some Gen 9 elements like Tropigus' Terastalizing and Terastal states, now y'all see where it's going. Okay, so they go in a different direction with this, but pretty much imagine if Meloetta got a Terastal state with her red shoes, right? That's perfect. Yo, Terastal states are pretty much a mega evolution, man. And you lose the crown and you get a whole different feature. It really depends if Unova really carries on what Paldea started. Just like Auras, it'd be so cool. So Meloetta get one for her shoes, right? And then you could make more for like Genesect. Yeah, it's a man-made Pokemon, but Ogerpon's masks were man-made too, just using Terra Crystals. So Genesect, yo, you already know what Genesect's freaking crown would be. You already saw some weird crap in Extreme. It would be something like that, where it's cannon. It would just get like a giant floating cannon pointing down at you. What other Pokemon we got? Keldeo? Yo, imagine for Keldeo. For some occasions, it is a held item, right? Like for Ogerpon's other masks. So imagine for Keldeo, right? The item that was made for it is based off the future Unova paradoxes. So while you have a normal Keldeo, you give it this like armor item, and it gets a Terastal state where it's more armor-like, like the future paradoxes. So this would be like a loophole way to give Keldeo a futuristic look, because of course it didn't get one. Oh my god, and it would Terastalize into a Psychic type. Who knows exactly what Game Freak's scheming? Listen, y'all, if it is Unova revisits, and 2, they extend what Paldea started to it, bro, it's gonna be the most fun hype season ever. Because now that Terastal states have been established, they'll be happy to give them out a bit more now. Right now it's just Ogerpon and Tropigus. They'll give a bunch more, man. Especially since if it's Unova revisits, it wouldn't get a whole new Pokedex. So in the same way Auras introduced like what, 15, 30 megas? How many was it? 1, 2, 3. Okay, Auras introduced 20 new megas. So in the same way, we could get like some proper Terastal states. Y'all, I'm excited for something that's not even confirmed. Okay, so you've decided to shank. Look at this one. Heat Paradox, y'all. Okay, hey T-Tar, I've been following all your theories lately, which led me to think of my own. My theory is that, what if Heat doesn't actually exist in reality and he is actually a paradox? Yeah, this trips me out. I know exactly where they're going with this, right? So we've talked in our videos a lot about the paradox of where the Scarlet book came from, supported by the fact that the game has already given us a paradox, which is that the White Book's events, Turo and Sada get to read it early and then make that book's events happen. So what if, just how the Scarlet and Violet book could be a bootstrap paradox, what if Heat no longer exists, in the sense that as we messed with time, which again, the game has done this, so this isn't far-fetched to say, as we've messed with time, we've erased Heat. So his adventure happened, right? The book's events happened, but no longer in our recorded history. I'll be honest, I don't think this is true, but that would be so freaking hilarious. I really love the idea that the Scarlet and Violet book are paradoxes and that Heath never actually wrote them, because I always look back to that photo of him shaking hands and it looked like the Michael Scott photo where he didn't even do crap. He's just shaking hands. Pokemon Black and White potential remakes. Hey T-Tar, you carried the whole hype season of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet with your crazy theories and assumptions. It was really entertaining. Thanks. No, thank you. And thank you for finally bringing the tree back. Do y'all think, I don't know, I look crazy? I intentionally looked crazy for y'all. Anyhow, Anyway, I was thinking about if Pokemon Black and White continuances were to happen, what we could get. I personally want them to wait till like 2030 for the 20-year anniversary of Black and White remakes, but you never know. 2030? That's like next century. But y'all, okay, so remember the train of thought that Ku could be trolling us about Unova being next? By the way, don't give too much credence to that, because we gotta take first off face value of what information's given to us, then think that he could be lying. But just pretend like he is lying, and so Kalos is actually next. This actually gives enough time to push Unova, but it won't push it all the way to 2030 though. Alright, so he's asking me, what would be more exciting for the big introduction of the original dragon? Okay, so it's the union of the original dragon, as in we go back in ancient days and see what this dragon that split was, or to introduce it through the reunion in modern days where an evil team makes something like advanced DNA splicers to recreate it. Obviously, y'all, I want to see him back in the day. I made a whole video on what Legends Kyurem's story could have been. I never released it, but there's so much cool mystery at the start of this whole twin heroes crap. But here's the thing, based off how they made Legends Arceus, where it was not thousands of years ago like we thought, it was just like 150 years ago, it would sound like even if we got Legends Unova, it wouldn't be that far back, because the twin heroes was like over 2,500 years ago. So if we were to get Legends Unova, it would be like, again, a few hundred years ago, and an incident where someone managed to recombine it before it split again, and then we wait a bit and we get the events of Black and White. Fix for the book paradox. Okay, so this is about how Sada and Toro from the past give us their Scarlet and Violet book, but somehow it still remains in their timeline. What if the Toro you meet in Violet is the Toro from the Scarlet timeline, the parent who left? Nah. Yeah, you got me for a sec. But he's holding up the Violet book. He would be holding up the Scarlet book in that case. Yeah, you really got me with that. You know, I think at this point, the other parent is not another Sada or Toro. The Sada and Toro are the same character. Diss track? You teacher, you should drop a diss track on Perrin? Making you get 350 Pokemon. You have to capture 350. And if you're playing Violet to get these.
Zyratex on the beat.
Can the beat drop? Or is it gonna flop? Like Perrin's paycheck. Yo, Perrin. What's wrong? Why your paycheck so barren? Oh, what's that? It's me and my McLaren. I ain't swearing. Perrin. You're kinda cute. But I don't really caring. Why you making that face at me, Karen? Perrin. Guess what? We ain't never Perrin. Perrin.
Zyratex.
Shut your ass, man. It wasn't even good to start with, and you ruined my train of thought. Yo, sorry. It's the Christmas tree. I'm telling you, there's like sparkly crap coming out, but it's getting in my lungs. All right, y'all, make sure you shank that like button, enjoy your holidays, and return for Extreme later today. I might not even be able to set the premiere if this Christmas tree stays in the room any longer. I hope y'all not even watching these videos because you're enjoying your holidays. I hope you're spending with your family, and I will see you in the next video after I freaking throw that out.